taking score. We gotta start protecting our people, uplift our people. The biggest lie we was told is that you gotta die for your respect. There is no word in the dictionary I'm willing to die for, and you shouldn't be neither. Tell me why. Tell me why.
Wake up in the morning with a smile. You make me so happy, it's worth my while. I don't care what others have to say. Your love is the greatest gift that'll come my way. So it's so extraordinary, it's incredible. Something about the love you give, unexplainable. Can't imagine where I'd be if you let me go. Broken, simple song to say. You make my soul glow. You make me feel so incredible. You're the source of my strength and the strength of my life. You make my soul glow. You are always there for me in my time of need. You pick me up when I fall and brush the dust off me. Had to take time to tell ya just what you mean. Without you in my life, I don't know where I'll be. It's so extraordinary. It's so extraordinary. Something about the love you give. Something about the love you give. Can't imagine life without it. Simple song to say. Come on. You make my soul glow. You make me feel so incredible. You're the source of my strength and the strength of my life. You make my soul glow. You make my soul glow. You make me feel so incredible.
Fuck, I look like going broke, chasing after bitches, money on the phone. Roll 9 woods out of 28 grams, rotate, slapping zone.
I've been in my zone, slapping zones, real trap. I've been in my zone, slapping zones, real trap.
Break it down, cook it up, I'm serving fire. Cali plus, sending cookie bowls of fire. Trapping lines, frenemies, rocking wires. Serving people through some people, bitch, I'm tired. Cross the state in the kitchen, whipping omelets. Pasta mama told me how to make a profit. Get it clocked in the scale, gotta bag it, baby. I'm the 90s, but I'm whipping like the 80s, baby.
I'm hating, I ain't tripping, I'm just stacking.
This is another 419 Grind exclusive. Wake up, Toledo.
Wake your ass up.
You're listening to the 419 Grinds Rise and Grind Morning Show. Toledo, rep your city. Visit us online at the419grind.com.
Grind Morning Show. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and I got my boy Big Treats with me.
Hear me.
Good morning to all you beautiful people tuning in with us every morning, Grinders. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. Treats, how you feeling this morning?
Man, I'm feeling really, really good. We got a great show. It's just a beautiful Tuesday. It wasn't too cold this morning, like you said. This weekend, I'm interested to hear how the week is going to be because the weather was just right. Want to say thank you to everybody. We got like real grinders with us this morning. So if you grinding this morning, just know it's some people in the studio that care about you. And we glad that you grinding with us. What's up, 419?
Yes, what's up, 419? So, like Tree said, we got another great show planned for the day. You know, just some of the things making the headlines is obviously it's National Voters Registration Day. We're going to talk about that later on in the show. The Real just came out with their, they just had their season premiere of their newest season. So some drama went on behind the scenes of that show. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. And, just some different things in the headlines going on, and we got the weather and traffic, of course, with me, Miss Leah Renee. So we'll get right into that. As you said, coming out the house this morning, it was a little chilly, but the sun was already out. So it was great weather. I had on my hoodie. But yeah, I was comfortable. I got on my sweatpants today and my hoodie and my Rise and Grind shirt. I'm in my comfy clothes today. So, but it's 46 degrees right now and sunny. It's going to get up to a high of 76. So that's going to be a nice little jump from 46 to 76. So it's going to be a beautiful day, sunny all day. And then tomorrow and going into the weekend, it's going to be in the 80s all weekend. 80s and sunny. So it's going to be a beautiful weekend. So definitely make sure you get out and enjoy this beautiful weather because going into next week, it's going to drop back down into the 60s and be in the 60s pretty much all week. So it's going to get real chilly next week. So enjoy this weekend weather. It's going to be beautiful and sunny. Let's not go out and act a fool. Let's have a good time this weekend and be safe and continue to social distance and, just do what's right. So, Treese, what you got for me?
we work in reverse the roles this morning. So, again, I want to thank all those that's listening on iHeart. You're following us on Apple Podcasts. This is one of the only shows that is live in the country right now. You're seeing it. If you're able to see it, we are live in the studio. Want to thank our engineers. Want to say good morning to our team, Mr. Jesse Coleman,
yes.
Dr. Finance Victor J. Coleman. Our interns, these is interns that's doing the damn thing. Big shout out to Dewan that's engineering this show. Also want to say what's up to Trey. We know he's with Chrysler now, and also Murky Murk.
Yes.
So big ups to each one of y'all. Much appreciation. I gotta say, I've been hustling these Hustle, Grind, and Shine t-shirts. Yeah. Toledo, y'all have supported.
It's been
like
a lot of support.
No other. They are buying the shirts. And one reason why I like that they are purchasing the shirts, Leah, because the support
Their dollars go to a grassrooted effort, and it's helping us put funds in young folks' pocket.
Yep.
That's one reason why we see the turn up like we do when we see some of the crazy stuff, because they ain't got no damn money.
Right.
So at least with us, we are able to support them. We are able to promote them. If you would like to be a sponsor of the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, the #1 urban podcast show in the country, right out of the 419. And the reason why we are the #1 urban podcast show, because of the folks that's looking at right now. We want to say good morning to Keitha, Zara, TJ, Jesse, Byron.
Guys.
Y'all are the reason we are #1, and there's so many more. We're going to continue to show you love throughout the show. We got a great show lined up, but y'all that's weighing in, that's listening every week, all of our guests that's been on, y'all are the reason we are the #1. So y'all take pride. When y'all see this and the world is looking at this, Leah, they can say, they're my people right there. That's my Leah Renee.
That's right.
And so thank you again. We are only #1 because of you. So when we go to our breaks, please vote at ToledoCityPaper.com. ToledoCityPaper.com, or just put it into Google. Go to Best Local Podcast, and you know what can they do, Leah?
And you can also vote Best Anchor Duo, Leah Renee and Big Trees.
Ain't nobody else doing it like us, because y'all know, for real, we like the best in the world. Also, if you want to follow your boy, holla at me at Mr. City Park League on Facebook, or Mr. Hear Me, helping educate, restore, and empower my environment, also on IG. So what's up to everybody on IG, Twitch, Amazon, Google? Man, we the shit for real. And we the shit because y'all make us what we is. Keitha say good morning, y'all. Let me see who else we got weighing in. I need y'all to, right now, everybody that's on the live, I need y'all to hit the love button. We going to put love in there every day, every morning. We putting love in the air. Make sure you share this. Today is a very special day. I got a big challenge coming up at the end of the show, or towards the end of the show. I got a huge challenge that I'm going to challenge each one of y'all, and I promise you, show me my opponent. Ain't nobody going to beat me, and I'm putting that bread up on this. This is a National Voter Registration Day, Leah, and why is it important, and we talked about this on the show, why is it important that people vote, even when they don't agree? Why is it important that you vote and your kids see mom vote?
Because that's the only way that we can make a change in our community. We have to get out and vote, and especially for the officials that control the legislative branch. I mean, that's the branch.
That girl done went real exact. She done went to the powers of what's that? The branches of power? What's the 3 branches of power?
First of all, can you get that?
No, that's my gray hair.
No, it was some coffee just chilling right on your beard. But I got you, though.
Down to the last drip. What's the 3 branches of government?
Legislative, judicial, and executive.
Hey, that girl went back to 2nd grade.
And so the legislative is the lawmakers, the judicial is the judges, and the executive, of course, is the president and the people at the top.
And you know what? I can't even play with you because I work in it and I wouldn't even been able to answer that. So we should have asked that as a question. But you're saying that it's important to vote because...
Yes, it's important to vote because that's the only way that we can get people of our people into power, or not even just our people, but the people that deserve to be there, the people that really want to make a change, for the working class people and the people that we need the most help, And I believe that if we don't vote, we can't make those changes. And then, you can't sit up and complain if you don't go out and vote and you don't at least try to make a change.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have 4, and we'll actually have many of them on our show. We have here in Toledo 4 new city council folks.
Yeah.
Which is huge, and they are of color.
Yeah.
Do you think they can get in and do the job?
Well, to be honest, I don't really know. I don't know enough about them to make that determination just yet. I will do my research, and then I'll get back with you on that, Trees.
No, but you got 4 blacks in there, so what does that say to you?
Well,
you gotta be able to flow with the conversation. So we got 4 blacks in office. Even if you don't know them, what would you say that says to the topic?
Well, that says that we are obviously doing great things, and we got great people, trying to make strides. And I believe we weren't the last 4 people in the office people of color as well.
Yep.
So I guess I just, for me, like I said, I gotta wait to see what's gonna happen. Because just because. I love my people, and of course, I want our people to be in great positions.
Now she talking.
However, I'm not just like, just because they're black, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, or minority, yeah. It's like, are they gonna do the right thing? Are they gonna do the right thing for us and for the working class and for, our community as a whole? So that's what I want to see, and that's what I need to know before I can make an assessment of whether I feel like,
they are effective in their job.
Exactly.
So one of the things that they have talked about, because there wasn't, out of the 4 selected, there wasn't a concrete Latino or Hispanic in that selection. So that particular community or target population, have a little twitch of, okay, there was no black or brown in that. Do you think that will cause a issue because there was no necessarily Hispanic or Latino person chosen?
I mean, yeah, I guess that definitely could, because they could say this, that could make them feel the same way then. Like, well, how come it's either always a white or black thing? Well, where is our people? Where are we going to have, because I'm also Latina. So, where are we going to have someone from that community to be able to represent the people of the Latino community? So, yeah, I can understand if people in that community are feeling some type of way and feeling like, dang, why is it always either a black or white issue? What about us,
Absolutely. And one of the things that I will hope that all city council from both sides of the aisle, black and white, connect with our black and brown Latino and connect with them with effective change. So it's one thing to say that we're working with these coalitions and we're a part of these committees. No, bring them to the power, bring their issues and concerns with solutions from the city. So even if there's not a strong person with that nationality, you have brought their issues to the table with solutions, with resources, with services and funding. Is that still effective enough for, would you say, the majority of the Latino community, for those, even if they couldn't necessarily be seen at the table?
Yeah, I think it could still be effective. I think if, as long as we as minority groups come together and do the work together, we all have the same common goal, which is we just all want equality and we want equal rights, I believe. So, we just have to come together, be a strong force together, I believe. Absolutely.
And when we say together, you got to know your role in together, Leah. Like,
yeah,
you got to know what you're strong in. We talked about that yesterday. Leah, you're good at journalism and broadcasting. That's what you went to school for.
Yeah.
I'm more of a show host. Jesse is a tech and graphic.
Right.
So it's when we come together, we understand what we are coming together for. Yesterday, right off the 419, like we talked about, 419 right off the top, Donald Trump was in Toledo.
Yeah.
He was at the airport. At the airport with hundreds to thousands of, why you shaking your head, Leah?
I don't know. It's like I saw all that on the news and I'm just like, I don't understand, because in 1 minute they're talking about, the virus and we need to wear masks and this and that. And then the next thing you know, he is traveling. Well, he's just, not even next thing you know, he's been traveling, been going to all these places. He's now in our city,
and they was deep, Leah.
They were deep. Like, so what happened to social distancing and wearing masks, but I don't know. I guess it's just one of those things.
I would say that that's why I love America. That we have options, right? So yeah. I'm not knocking no one options. Hell, I graduated from Southview. But what I will say is it's okay not to like some damn body, because I don't like people.
Right.
We get so caught up in who we don't like, who don't like me. I don't give a damn if you don't like me. I might not like you. But what is our goal? Can we work together? That's what we have to keep in mind. Even when we don't like the opposite, even if we don't feel like we agree with them, can you still like that person? And that's a question that I will ask you. Even though you don't like someone, even though you don't like their tactics, you don't like their behaviors, can you still get a job done? I want to ask some of our viewers, Financially Lit, TJ, Tanetta.
Shout out to Financially Lit.
DJ Breezy,
Speaking
Dr.
of
Jason.
DJ Breezy. Speaking of DJ Breezy, we got to mention the new show that's coming out today. I'm sorry. Not today. But we have a new show coming out. So stay tuned for that. No facts given. With DJ Breezy is going to be a part of that show. And I believe with Jesse, right?
That's correct.
So make sure you guys look out for that because that's going to be coming real soon.
Under the 419 Grind podcast, where there will be a scheduled lineup of some great shows. You will get a variety of conversation topics, viewpoints, trending conversations, guest interviews from a wide range of folks from across the aisle. I won't say just 419, across the country, right here on the 419 Grind podcast exclusive. And that's why I like diversity. Can you still get something done? Can you still get something accomplished when you don't like someone?
Yeah, well, I think that's where definitely professionalism just comes into play. Because if you're not someone who's a professional, you won't have when you're professional, like, you can put your feelings to the side, take your emotions out of situations, and just be a professional. That's just what it is. And when you don't have that quality, if you're not that type of person, then it's kind of hard, like you don't really care where you're at or who you're with or who it is. If it's like, if I ain't with it, I ain't with it. You know what I mean? But I think
people got to be comfortable to say, Leah, I ain't with it.
Right.
And
and people have to respect it, and people have to respect it. If that's how someone feels, then that's how they feel. You can't make them feel bad for, feeling that way. That's okay.
And we tend to do that sometimes, Leah, make you feel bad because I didn't want to help or I didn't agree with you. No, I'm saying that because that's true.
Yeah.
So how important is it, especially teaching our tomorrow? And that could be cousins, nephew, nieces, son, daughter. How important is it to teach tomorrow that you still can get something done, even though I don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with me? I don't like you, you don't like me.
And it's, and it's very important that we teach them that because.
So is that professionalism?
Well, maybe not even necessarily just professionalism, but when you think about it, that's really what it is. You know what I mean? Like, really, at the end of the day, like, that's practicing professionalism. And if you teach your kids that, if we teach our children that in that sense, it's like when you go into the real world, they're going to already go into the real world with that notion and be a professional because they were taught that as a child. See, that's the problem. Like, we're not putting our kids in the right mind frames. Yeah, it should be taught that. Yes, this is how you are a professional. When you go out into the real world, this is how you deal with people. You're not always going to like everybody. Everybody you work with, you're not going to agree with. You're not going to always like them, but you have to know how to deal with them accordingly. And you have to know how to still remain.
Like, what's the purpose? What's the why of me working with? Remember when we used to get in trouble, Leah, and your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles, or would still say you got into a fight with your cousin, your friend, and both of y'all got a whooping. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, both of y'all go in the kitchen, and somebody got to at the end of the day, we had to clean the kitchen together. Mm-hmm. I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
But our parents still made us get what? Something done.
Yes.
So what you just said, and I like what you said, Leah, that's how we transfer that from the home to outside. Mm-hmm. What is my goal? Why, Leah? And we'll use you and me. Leah, this is a real, some days we on, some days we off. But when we crack this mic, we got a goal to put on the best show in the country on the all-new Rise and Grind morning show. Now, when that camera off, Leah probably hit me in my head, y'all. She probably calling me everything, but big trees. But that's what we got to start teaching that.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to communicate. You got to listen. Mm-hmm. Because maybe, I'll use us, we jumped the gun without hearing what the hell was being asked.
Right.
So it causes friction. Mm-hmm. When then you had to step back to say, did you even hear what I asked you?
Right.
Or do you understand what I'm saying? Not here, are you understanding what I'm asking? That will put the conversation in a different flow. So you're actually right, Leah. Mm-hmm. We have to show You and I have to be an example because this is a platform that the world is looking at, that we have to be that platform to say, Ma, you like trees? Some days I do, some days I don't.
But I love them every day.
Oh, that's strong right there. And our people say that, Leah. Like, I don't have to like you, but I love you. That's kind of big right there.
Yeah.
Well, we got some of our viewers in right now.
Yeah,
Tanetta
speaking
Meyer,
about loving.
Tanetta says, I work in the public, not going to like everybody, like you said, Leah, and not everybody's going to like me. Oh, well, my job is my job. Even coworkers, my provision for my family is where it is. It draws the thin line, a very thin line. She also says, now outside of my provision, don't like me, don't care.
Right.
Don't dare to disrespect me, though, and I don't, and I
she
do
does
mean
mean period. Period, Pooh.
Actually, Tanette, I want you to call in 419-540-3566. This is the all new. I want you to speak to that. Financially lit, I see you saying facts. TJ,
Yes.
I see you saying facts. Leah, you always talk about professional. Give me 3 keys when you say being professional in your words. What's 3 keys to what is being professional to you?
Well, for one, you have to be a selfless person. For 2, you have to be a person that takes accountability, a person that's accountable. And 3, you have to be a team player.
Those are keys to your professionalism?
Yes.
What's your do nots in the professionalism?
You can't be selfish.
Okay. So opposite of everything that you
Yeah, basically. No, seriously, because if you really think about it that way, and it'll never be this way, but in a perfect work environment, if everyone was selfless, like, and I've even heard this about a marriage, right? Like I heard this from I don't remember who said this, if it was a pastor or who, but it was a married person, and they said in a marriage or like in a relationship, any relationship where there's 2 parties involved, if both parties looked at each other like, I'm going to be selfless for this person or for this team or for this whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm going to do whatever I have to make sure that that person has what they need to succeed or is happy or whatever the, end goal is. If all those parties involved had that same thinking, then there would be no room for, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you look confused. So I'm going to just break this down to like
No, I'm listening.
So how he said it was like in a marriage, because he was speaking in context of a marriage. 2 married people. If the husband and the wife both looked at each other
She
like...
said I look confused.
You did. If the husband and the wife both are looking at each other like, I'm going to do whatever I have to serve you, to make sure you have everything you need. Forget what I need. Forget what makes me unhappy. I just want to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? If both parties did that, then there would be no room for, one feeling like the one, because they would both be kind of like in competition, trying to please, trying to see who could please the other the best. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a situation like that. So if you take that into the work environment, if everybody in the team is trying to do their best to make sure that the team succeeds, and they don't care what it is. Like, I don't care if I got to come into work a half hour early. I don't care if I have to stay an hour late. I don't care if I have to pick up some slack on the person that may be falling today because maybe they're just having a bad day or whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? If everybody had that selfless sort of attitude, instead of being like, oh man, Treese, man, he ain't pull his weight today. Instead of looking at it like that, maybe say, you know what, Treese, he's kind of off today. Like, let me pick up the slack because I know normally he be on it. Normally, but we don't do that.
Absolutely.
Everybody's so quick to be like, oh, he on one today, or she ain't acting, she on some BS, whatever. But it's like, no, you don't never know what somebody's story is, what someone is going through. So when you're a part of a team, it's important to just be selfless and be, hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? And just be responsible and be team players. And I think the team will win at the end of the day.
You made some very distinctive points in that explanation, and that I would hear people say, I'm tired of trying to please you. I'm tired. So now I'm getting tired of being a team player, and here comes the frustration because now I done got tired of trying to always take the higher role. Or, Leah, you mentioned about having the same, but you also said selflessness because you said the same mindset. I don't necessarily want to have the same mindset because I want to know what's your challenges so that when you see my challenges, we can still get the goal done. Shout out to and much love, and I'm working on that shout out. Much love to my son's mother. and his grandmother and the whole Dinkus
Yes.
and Moore family. I would like to say, she told us when me and my son's mother got together, she said, if two people doesn't work, this is what her mom told us. She said, I want y'all to look at this as y'all coming together and dealing with other people. If two people do not get together or two people do not work it out, somebody got selfish.
Right. Yeah.
You think of any relationship from your kids to your parents to your family, if there is a turmoil or some agitation or frustration, it is because somebody got agitated about not getting their way.
Yep. That's really what it boils down to.
Damn, and I looked at that like, that's so true. I think about my coworkers, I think about my friends. If we get mad, somebody didn't get their way. Or somebody didn't agree what was said. So it causes agitation. So, Leah, when you start getting tired of being a team player, how do you adjust? Especially so now, and now we can kind of fast forward and put a time frame on there. So now I've been being a team player because you just said it. I just said it in relationships. When do you get tired? When is the time frame of being tired?
Well, I think we all get tired, on any given day, but it just goes through growth and through learning, living and learning. Because, for instance, when I say these things that I'm saying today, I'm saying these things today because I've learned from not being a team player, from being selfish. I'm not sitting here saying these things because I'm just this selfless person that's been responsible. And, no, I'm saying these things because I've learned from being that selfish person, being that person that wasn't a team player, being that person that wasn't holding myself accountable.
Wow.
And in those moments being like, well, this is why I'm not, moving on to this position. These people are holding me back in this. No. How about you look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself what you were doing to hold yourself back? Were you holding yourself accountable? Were you being a team player? Were you being selfless?
Do you know how strong that is, Leah? And that's not
That's
easy.
real, though. Yeah, I had to do that. I had to check myself and be like, no, maybe you ain't made it to where you think you should be because you really weren't, on it the way you should have been. I mean, I was on it enough.
No.
I
You don't
thought
have to
I
go
was
back.
enough, but maybe
Because and that's so valid that you said that, Leah. We try to debate in our head with other people's. No, I'm a whole work under construction. I got so many flaws and shortcomings,
Yes.
but where I need to work, I need to work. But where I'm strong, I'm strong.
right.
That's why even in this platform of media and being a show host, the people that's weighing in right now
Yes.
will never be discounted in my life. They will always mean more to me, and I will always acknowledge them because it can't be about Montrese. When we have guests in here, when we have conversations, those that rock with you, that's what builds me up. That's that energy, and that's what I see Zara just said. She said when the same team has the same energy. I never want to be in a position where I'm more than the people that I'm rock with.
Exactly.
I don't care about, and I say that with the work that I do. So in my fabric of who I am, anytime I go live, anytime I take a picture, it's always a purpose for somebody else to say, I thank you.
Yes,
I thank you.
absolutely.
And struggle.
Thank you, Delaney, or Delane. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Delane, but shout out to you for tuning in. Thank you. And TJ, shout out to all of y'all. I've learned a lot about myself in the last, I would say, really 5 years. I've learned the most about myself because when I was 30, that's when I started holding myself accountable and started trying to figure out, like, okay,
It ain't me. It ain't all about me.
right.
Especially
Or
when you start
actually,
having
no,
kids.
it's not everybody else. Leah, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And so I was one of those people that had an excuse for everything. Oh, well, this didn't go right because of that. They held me back because of this. This happened because no. And then I had to get to a point where I started holding myself accountable, and that's where it starts.
So does it stop
What does it stop? What?
holding yourself accountable?
No, I have to continue to hold myself accountable each and every day, and with each and every lesson. Times that you've called me out on certain things, and then I have to.
Don't put me on. I ain't do it.
And no,
But we pull
seriously,
each other together
yeah.
to make sure that when we walk out of here, we're a better person because we represent each other.
That's right.
I hear it all the time. You on the show with Leah? Yep, I'm on the show with Leah. So now,
They be saying, Trees.
for sure, I don't bite my tongue, and I might, if I say some shit, I say it, and I tell you I said it. One thing that I do love is that we are a movement by ourselves, but where we're together. That boy went to Neo. Again, TJ, thank you. TJ is saying, one of our viewers, and again, those that's not able to view and you're riding in the car and you're on iHeart, hit the like button. If you're riding right now, if you're on the live, YouTube, Facebook, and all our other platforms, just show the love because most of the platforms now got the heart button. So showing love. But to TJ's point, who's following us on Facebook, TJ says, to adjust, you have to learn to fall back and look at the situation from the other side and then talk it out, like you just said, Leah.
Right. That's right.
And we got more coming this morning. We got to go to break, got to pay a bill right now. Again, want to thank our interns who's in the building this morning, but also make sure that if you want to show love again, please send your cash to the 419 grind and be sure to like, share, love us, register a new first-time voter. We got a challenge coming up later on in the show. Don't go nowhere. It's the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show presented to you by the 419 Podcast. Good morning.
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
What's going on, everybody? This is Lance Self, is who I am.
And I am Arlinda Self.
And we are the Selfs, and here to present our show called Self-Explanatory.
Yes, it's our podcast
That name-
presented by 419 Grind.
That name just has a ring to it. Self-Explanatory. I feel like we're about to just be explaining a bunch of shit. This is true. I feel that's what it's about to be.
Well, I think we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about marriage, of course.
Okay.
We've been married, 2 years now, right?
2 years, we've been together for 8.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, my goodness. It's a long time.
Y'all gonna ask what took so long?
What did take? You know what? We'll get there.
Self-Explanatory.
We're going to talk about blended families.
Yeah.
Praying for your spouse, gender roles, living with family members, cheating, raising kids, family upbringing, being there for your spouse, finances, being a wife and a husband, trying to be together and be individuals at the same time, which is one of the things
It took a while.
it's taken a while, but
it has
it's the
taken a
fun
while.
part. We're
Yep.
learning that.
That's what marriage is.
It's a process.
It's a life journey.
I like
It's not
that.
an overnight thing. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of days where I'm trying to be individual. I get on your nerves because of my individual ways. I can tell you one thing for damn sure though. Definitely get on my nerves. It be a lot. She definitely gets on my nerves, but I love her.
I get on your nerves.
Yes, it's possible. You do a lot. What's wrong? What's the problem? What's wrong? Hey. I am Lance Self,
And I am Arlinda Self.
and this is the Self-Explanatory Podcast, presented by 419 Grind.
Listen on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and wherever podcasts are. This is another 419 Grind exclusive. Toledo, rep your city. Visit us online at the419grind.com.
That's right. It's the all new Rise and Grind morning show presented to you by the 419 podcast. Man, we just got a great flow of conversation this morning. Want to thank everybody that's kind of weighing in. Hey, you see the nominate the best local podcast. Go to Toledo. they still say that, ToledoCityPaper.com and vote for us best local podcast and anchor duo. Also, Leah, I like what Leah say sometimes. She always say we bring it straight heat under the 419 Grind podcast. Get ready for Executive Suite 419 Grind. Real talk with Leah Renee. Self-explanatory with Lance and Arlinda. Underrated Sports, capital T with T and Tasha. Don't forget the new series of shows with No Facts Given with DJ Breezy. Also, you can tune in for a scheduled show guide that will also include the new Cloth Talk with Mr. R.C. Lewis and Nothing But Nets with our girl Sandy Brown on the all-new 419 Grind podcast exclusive. What does that mean? If you ever go to Leah, your TV guide, and they got all the different shows, what time they come on and when they come.
Yeah.
We really creating our own podcast show schedule guide.
Yes.
That is dope, Leah.
So
like, you can go online and you can see us. You gonna see our show schedule. Like, ain't no other podcast, especially urban, putting a whole slate of heat together like that.
Yeah, we got a dope lineup
from all type of topics, trending, conversations, you name it, we got it. Also, again, today is, and we're going to push this because it is September 22nd, national voter registration.
Yes.
I want everyone to encourage someone to vote. We're going to put on a great challenge to you. We see all these different challenges that go on social media. I'm going to challenge y'all ass, and I don't think nobody can beat me. Also want to take a moment to say, grandparents matter. Grandparents matter. Yes. Grandparents matter. Today is my grandfather's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Mr. KC and my cousin Sharice Woodard. Big shout out to the Polar Bears. I want to say, and he won't never see it on YouTube unless I show him or Facebook, but my granddad is 85 years young today. My cousin Riri is the oldest grandchild. She is now, she probably get mad at me, so I won't say how old she is because she's older than me, but she is the oldest grandchild. So happy birthday, Riri. Happy birthday, Mr. KC. And we shared them on my Facebook page, on our IG. Big shout out to the whole big show of support and appreciation to the family.
Well, while we're talking about grandparents, my daughter's grandparents on her dad's side, Mr. and Mrs. Davis, Betty and Charles Davis, they just celebrated 53 years.
Hey, black love, baby, black love.
Happy anniversary to them. It is a bittersweet thing because in 2 days, it's a sad day for us. My daughter's father was taken from us on September 24th, 2006. So it was 2 days after their anniversary, and it happened. They were all supposed to be celebrating their anniversary that year, that evening when it happened to him. So it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, but they did celebrate their anniversary and 53 years together.
Wow.
And that's
a lot of love.
And they do so much for my children. My two youngest aren't biologically their grandchildren, but they do so much for all my grandchildren, and so I
your
appreciate
grandchildren.
them. I mean, all my children.
We got you, Leah. We got you. They showing love to the grandparents,
and I love them and I appreciate them, and my mommy.
Anybody else, Leah?
Well, we were talking about grandparents, and I wasn't done. You keep cutting me off. I ain't done talking yet. So when I'm done, you will know. And now I'm done.
Pipe bomb.
Y'all see what we deal with in the studio? And now the intern's with her, so she got heat today.
Thank you, Marky Mark.
I don't pick sides.
Thank you.
There's only the right side.
Anything else, Leah?
Nope.
We know. That's what I do know. I know. No. So we was talking again. We talk about right here on the all new Rise and Grind show. You know what? You actually bring up a very valid point, and that's why I love our interns. what do a morning show supposed to consist of? Because people really don't know the concept of a morning show. When you have an opportunity like this, what does a morning show consist of?
What do you mean exactly? I'm confused by your question.
Can you explain it another way? So the intern asked us, can I explain the question in another way? This is the all-new Rise and Grind show. Based on other morning shows, TV, radio, what should a morning show consist of?
Well, it should definitely be informative. It should have a news segment where it talks about what's going on in the headlines.
Okay.
There should definitely be a segment where you're talking about what's trending. Why? Because those are different things, right? Like what's going on in the headlines is typically some newsworthy stuff, that's like in the news. And then there's like trending topics, which is kind of like what's trending on social media, what's, hot right now, what's everybody talking about. And then usually there should be like a question of the day.
Okay.
Weather and traffic, obviously. And there should be me. Period, Pooh. Thank you, Mikey Mark.
Ooh, y'all have no idea. And so that's it. And that's why when we talk about creating a morning show and having a all new Rise and Grind, I just thought about that on the way. Like, what do you expect in a morning show? Because sometimes you have the radio morning show and you have the TV broadcast morning show, and then you have podcast morning show. So we get the chance to have the best of both worlds right here on our new Rise and Grind show. So we could talk about anything you would like to talk about. So it's cool. Even when you get cut off or you cut me off or you just want to talk about yourself. But you know what I did learn about you, Leah, and you said this, and that's why I just give you hugs and hearts because you said in your family makeup you're the baby.
I am.
We noticed. We noticed. So not in a way because I am my mama's boy, so I'm still a mama's boy.
Yeah, we noticed.
For sure. So with that being said, those tendencies show. And no, but that's actually interesting. How could you say, how do you know I'm a mama's boy?
No, I was just playing.
No, but could you tell?
No, I was just being a smart ass.
But your son.
But now that you say that, it makes a lot of sense.
How does it make sense?
Because you're just a very
No, say it. That's why I like a podcast.
Like you're very. I don't want to use this word because they said it about me and I got offended. So I don't want to call you entitled, but you tend to like, it's kind of like your way or the highway. Like you could tell that your mom gave you your way a lot.
Hell no, my mama whooped my ass.
Okay, that don't mean you didn't get your way a lot.
For sure.
I whooped my son's ass, but he definitely gets his way a lot.
Okay, so with mama love, yes, you're absolutely right. And to that point, the what you said, get your way, came in love. Yeah. So we wasn't necessarily flattered with materialistic things, but in our community, in our neighborhood, in our family, we was overwhelmed with love, which leans over to getting your way sometime, right? Yeah. But my mama got on that ass though. So big shout out to Nene. She still today, my mama still popped me in my in my mouth, and so I got to be careful with cussing. And Tanetta's on there. She's talking about sensitive. If you are spoiled, hit the love button right now. If you are spoiled or a spoiler, hit the love button. And what makes you a spoiler? How do you spoil someone? And how do you know if you spoil? Because does it affect you working with other people because you're spoiled? Does it cause problems in your relationships? Dewan, you are the only boy to your mom. Are you spoiled?
Yeah.
Now, how have being spoiled that you would say kind of messed it up for different relationships that you had in your life? And I'm not saying with girls, but anybody you have connected with, how have you being spoiled came up and been a concern or an issue?
Sort of like what Leah said. Like, I feel like when you spoil, like, you feel like if it's not your way, then it's not the highway.
You'd be like, oh, well.
Yeah, like.
How do you work through that? How do you work through when something's not your way?
Well, that's kind of why I'm single, because it don't work.
Again, I think that just comes with growth. See, he's 18. You know, we're older now, so we've gotten to a point where we can both admit, yes, I was spoiled. Yes, I'm a spoiled brat. But also, like you said, I'm also a spoiler too. So I may be a spoiled brat, you know, but I spoil. You know, when I'm and let's just talk about relationships. You know, when I'm in a relationship,
what you love to do.
Yeah. When I'm in a relationship, I want to be spoiled, but I'm also going to spoil the person I'm with too. You know, it's not a one-sided thing.
And you know what, Leah? That's pretty dope, though, that you are a spoiler. That it went from being a spoiler to now some dudes that you dealt with try to take advantage of you being spoiled. So now you don't want to be a spoiled. No. So how do you find the line between being a spoiler and then being taken advantage of?
Well, I'm always going to be this way. It doesn't even matter. I've been taken advantage of, and in the next relationship I'm in, I'm still going to spoil the man I'm with. I'm not going to, you know, take it out on him because...
Y'all hear that? She gonna spoil it. She got that PUA money. She got that PUA money.
It's about financial. Like, it's not, you know, it's not just about giving away money or giving out money.
Shit. No, just play. I'll just play. You can cook, clean, you know, all that too with that.
Yeah,
but no,
but
what are some of your spoiled tendencies?
Spoiled tendencies?
That when you spoil somebody, what do you tend to do when you spoil them?
I tend to spend money. But I'm just like, I'm a people pleaser. So I like, you know, I kind of try to, you know, whatever I could do to make you happy. You know, I just want, if I'm with you and I love you and I'm in a relationship with you, I just want you to be happy.
So to Natalia, like you said, she says, I'm an all boy mama.
Oh,
Fuck.
wow.
Yes, it causes problems.
Right.
Huh? Because I was trying to make sure I was reading what she said. But you're right. When we are taken care of and loved in certain ways, it does affect our relationships. One of the things that I tend to do as a spoiler is I love to cuddle. And cuddling can lead to when you get a little older, he'll understand what that cuddle means, boy. If you don't, sometimes that cuddle more than that penetration, young brother. But you'll understand that one day. Right now, you just like a little jackrabbit, just jump and go.
I suck at cuddling.
Oh, for sure. And as you grow older, you will learn that, boy. You better lay there a minute.
Right.
Know about that meme, huh? I suck at cuddling meme. You don't know about
Yeah, we know what that means. No, but you know we got to be careful because we have younger generations in here. But officially, as he always say, I'm 18. But spoiling can be something as simple as a touch.
Yes.
There are not a lot of women now who, and I will say this, and this will be heard across the country. So if you do it, continue to do it. If you don't, get to doing it. Men love to be rubbed. Rub their head, grab their head, they beards. Man, don't let. And if he don't, well, I was about to say something real disrespectful. Men love to be touched. It might not be in public, but we love. Oh, we got to call it. See, this that freak when it goes straight to it already. Right now, you are calling in on the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show with your girl, Leah Renee, and your boy, Big Trees, with our interns in the building. Who's on the call this morning?
It's Trey. Hey, Trey.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let's get you together, Trey. Trey then stopped. Trey then stopped on the line. He is in orientation. He is in here to call in. Give us a moment as we get you on the phone, Trey. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right with you. But Leah, as we get that together,
you're absolutely correct about the touch thing, and it's women too. I think everybody that the touch factor.
It matters.
It matters.
Absolutely.
And we ain't talk about just that touch, just trying to get something either, though. We talk about really touch, not it don't
sensual
touch. Want it to have to be about sex either. Can you just
So Trey, you got to turn it up. All right. So what up, Trey? How you doing,
Hey,
man?
what's up, Trey?
I'm good, man. I'm just chilling over here making trucks and gladiators and stuff.
So they didn't already put you online, man?
Nah, I'm on the line. Yeah, last week was my orientation stuff. This week I'm really here. It's my second full day.
So Trey, you about to get a check, bruh.
Right.
Oh, man.
I need to hold something, Trey.
You need to hold something. I maybe, the way my direct deposit set up, when this check is probably going to take a little time. So, until then, so I'll make chickens and noodles. But, yeah, I'll take y'all out for a nice dinner once I get paid.
Well, Murky Murk and Dewan is in here, man. What are you thinking about the show? And definitely speak to maybe the conversation that we're talking about. But what made you call in this morning? We miss you in here, Trey. What's your thoughts, man?
I was on the notification while I was doing some work, and I was like, man, I'm trying to watch something. I can have let me just throw this right here. I just put it in the cut. I put my phone down. I start watching a little in between, and y'all over here, Leah preaching, and you guys bringing the energy, and I'm like, they just always got so much energy in the morning. And then I was just watching. I like what y'all doing. Y'all doing a great job as always. Not a surprise, but
Thank you, Trey.
Y'all doing a great job. What was the topic y'all was talking about? Somebody spoiled?
Yeah. Being spoiled.
You know all about that, don't you, Trey?
Okay, look.
Is the line moving, Trey? Is the line moving?
Man, I stopped the whole line. I might be a worker today. I might be a team lead tomorrow. By Friday, I might be a supervisor. We don't know. Okay, I'm just running stuff around this part. But being spoiled, I say I was. Yeah, my dad and my mom got me whatever I wanted, but it wasn't like I was some lazy kid. I wasn't doing my stuff. I was always in school. I did work. I had a job till 16. And it's not like I was a spoiled brat. Like, they wanted to spoil their kids. Like, they loved me, and they been through so much, and now that they in the position that they can give me whatever that I wanted or whatever would make me happy. I mean, it makes me happy that they love you like that. It makes them happy they can provide for their kids like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Trey, has being spoiled, and Jesse talking about you, Trey, Jesse said you know that you're spoiled, but Trey, has it caused concerns or issues in some of your relationships? Not just with women, because I'm sure you Trey, but even with friendship, has being spoiled caused concern? And keep it real.
Sometimes, yeah, people bring it up sometimes, like, or I might not understand their situation, or I'm lucky or something. I might be like, I'm just blessed to have great parents, and I understand. I may not be able to be in somebody's shoes, but I understand everybody's situation. I'm great at interpreting what's going on with people, and I understand. I might look like I'm spoiled and I don't gotta go through nothing, but like I'm not. I'm a real hard-working person. Like, I might be spoiled, but shoot, I don't earn it. I gotta work for it, obviously.
That's right.
And I feel that in any relationship, friendship, workers, you can't just think you deserve something. You gotta work for it. Obviously, that's what anything. You gotta get down you gotta grind.
Trey, do you feel like being spoiled bring you a lot of haters? Because I feel like being spoiled make people like dislike you for some reason.
Man, they might hate me. Shit. I mean, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. I mean, you can hate on me. I mean, I'm living my life.
Period.
They can keep talking about me, too. I'm Trey. What they gonna do about it?
So, Dewan, when you know that because you have received, or Murky Murk for this matter, if y'all have received some love that maybe somebody else didn't get, how do y'all address the hate? Do y'all try to address everybody that's hating on y'all?
I just don't respond.
You gotta say that a little louder.
I just don't respond.
What about you, Murky Murk?
I keep it pushing. They not paying no bills over here.
So your hate haters ain't got nothing to do with your bills.
They ain't helping none. You're right. You're right about that.
That's right.
I mean, I'm all for. If you're gonna start hate, I'm not gonna hate back instantly. I'm showing love no matter what. Even if you don't like me, it's all love. But if after a certain time you can't understand how situations go and you can't show no love to everybody, I mean, shoot, it's cool. Live your life. I'm gonna live mine. That's not my word. I can only control within my circle and what I can control in life. So if I just keep Trey going and Trey doing good, hopefully you see Trey doing good. You like, man, Trey's a good guy. I'm gonna be a good guy, and then somebody else sees you, and then that's how everybody just get on their stuff. And worry about themselves, and when everybody worry about themselves and focus on working on themselves, everybody gonna be successful.
Yeah.
And we can all help each other with that. If somebody down, pick them up. When that goes vice versa with anything.
So Murky Murk, to Trey's point, are you one that your whole team got to be one? Your whole team, you ain't cool unless your team winning.
Oh, most def. Like my whole little squad I'm with.
Like I don't want nobody broke around me. So if we got to get.
If I'm going to eat, they going to eat regardless. I don't care about none of that. If y'all been down since day one, we going to eat together and grind together.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
You heard what LA said.
What LA say?
It was me and bro. We was in the store and both of us bought 50-cent cakes. He only had $1.
And he did say that.
He only had $1.
Y'all
He broke it 50-cent a piece.
And share the wealth, break bread.
Do y'all hear? And what I enjoy, Leah, that we hearing tomorrow speak about their team.
Yes.
So we're going to see a rise with y'all, Trey, Murky Murk, and DeJuan, that y'all are a generation of and hopefully y'all keep it that way, because once somebody start getting a little higher than the next, that y'all keep back to ground zero to say, that's my team.
Mm-hmm.
That's my teammate. I need Trey to get as much money right now, because if Trey get a check, I know Trey gonna come in and make sure he gonna buy food for y'all in here. Trey, I know on your first check that we probably get a DoorDash from you, because that's just what you gonna do. Let me tell you what we want. What y'all put in y'all order right now.
Write it down on the pen and pad, man.
You see what I'm saying? But same thing with you, Murky Murk. You're gonna make sure that the 419 team eats. You're gonna make sure that your sports team, and you play what sport?
Basketball. I throw for track and field, and I play soccer right now.
Oh.
So even the teammates that you don't like, you still want them to be good?
Yeah, I just had to talk with one of my teammates the other day. Like, it was beef, and I was just like, I don't beef with nobody. It's no need. So, as captain, we got to squash this, and we going to handle this together.
That's right.
And we going to do this because we need each other to win at the end of the day. It's not a one-person sport.
Oh, Leah, she was just talking about that
Yeah,
goal.
'cause you guys all have the same common goal at the end of the day. So if you're a team, how can you be beefing with your teammate? Like, y'all all have the same goal, and it's to go to the championship and whatever it is that you're doing, right? So we all have to be a team and make sure that we do whatever we need to do to get each other to that end result, to that end goal.
I don't even be beefing.
I'm telling y'all, man. Like, I just saw it with LeBron and the Lakers. Man, LeBron, he make everybody around him better, right?
Okay.
They running this last play for the win to shoot a game-winning shot. He noticed something that they gonna be focusing on him, so he don't do nothing in the situation and let AD get the open shot so he can hit the game winner so his team can win.
Mm-hmm.
So he don't gotta have the shine all the time. It's about the win at the end of the day.
That's
I don't
right.
care who's shining, as long as we all shine, we all ball.
Okay, what if AD would have missed that shot?
AD would have missed it. It's cool. He still gave him the opportunity. I appreciate the
That's
opportunity,
right.
bro.
And then AD would have the chance to
I'm gonna
learn.
work on it. I'm
Yep.
gonna work on it, and I'm gonna make sure I can do that. I'm not gonna.
That's right. He gonna learn from it for next time.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
can't
understand it.
put the clutch in your hands too many times if you missing though. Like in
Man.
general, like with everything, like
I mean, but you gonna miss
if you
sometimes
really
too,
about
and your
that,
team ain't gonna put the
yeah.
clutch in your hand. Like that's the
He's
thing.
spoiled. Remember now, he's spoiled.
But look though, I
You
know
gonna
when it's
work.
crunch
You gonna
time,
practice
I'ma
on
go do that
working.
job.
You're not gonna always do it though. That's the thing. You're not gonna always have wins. You gonna have your losses too, baby. You gonna have your losses too.
And so that's what, but you made a good point, DeJuan. You putting a time frame on how many times. Like Trey said, like, I'm going to ride
It's not
Westbrook.
gonna take that long if they really want to win. If they really want to win, it's not gonna take that long.
No,
It's
but
not
we're
gonna
talking
take that long.
about on the shot, Trey, like DeJuan said. But Westbrook, case in point, Westbrook hustle on both ends. So if Westbrook shoots a game winner 10 times, I'm still going to ride with Westbrook because I know throughout the game, Westbrook going to put up, he going to give you both ends. I might not get mad if he missed a shot, but Westbrook going to give you that work.
Right.
So when you going to stop going to Westbrook for the game winner?
But listen though, if Westbrook been missing all game, why we giving Westbrook the ball?
Give him the faith. You gotta give faith in your team.
We gonna give James Harden the ball.
Oh, so you saying we ain't got to keep going that way?
We ain't gotta keep going
So-
that way if Westbrook keep missing. Like
Share the wealth. Not everybody. Don't focus on
you gotta teach
spread it
them.
around. Everybody gotta
not
win.
when it's
so
game time,
everybody
when
get
it's
a chance.
practice. It's a difference in practice.
So we see, and that's why we got some different viewpoints. But man, you better get back on that line before you get in trouble. Man, we thank you
this
for
my line. I run run this. I run this.
Boy, that boy
Call
been
me
working
the-
a week and one day.
Right. Hey, humble yourself now. Humble yourself.
How long he been on? He been on here for 15 minutes. That whole goddamn right side of that Jeep is messed up right now. But we
Man,
love
how
you
you know it's the right side?
because you talking to the right guy. One thing that I will say again about what we're talking about in terms of teammates, you're going to beef. I got my ass whooped when I went to Tuskegee. Big shout out to all our historical black colleges and university. I'm repping today, TU. But when I went down to Alabama, and I'm going to leave you with this, Trey. When I went down to Alabama to play football, I was popping from Toledo. I had all the big smiles. I had the nice cars. I had the beat in the cars, TVs in the headrest. Them Negroes in Alabama kicked my ass. They jumped me. They kicked me. They punched me. They did everything because I thought I was popping. So what ended up happening? They gave me a humble pill to say, I better be cool because ain't nobody coming from Toledo down to Tuskegee. And we won the national championship. So my greatest fights was with my teammates because at the end of the day, when we played on Saturday, we went undefeated. So, man, when you get a little frustrated, Trey, DeJuan, Murky Murk, with your teammates, your family members, just remember, what is our goal? Why are we arguing? Is it benefiting what our outcome is? At the end of the day, Murky Murk, you're my family. Leah, you're my family. That's our why. So enjoy your day, man. Thank you for calling. We love you. And we going to be looking for that DoorDash, or that's your ass.
All right, love y'all.
Love
Keep
you
grinding,
too.
keep shining. Love y'all.
Love you too.
So, DeJuan, you got one of our viewers from Cincinnati agreeing with you. She said, I agree with the young man in the studio.
Shout out to her.
And that's Shantae.
Shout out Shantae.
Now he got to love. Shantae talking about Joliet, because yes, I went to Joliet too. She putting everybody. She
I
putting
mean,
all
I
my-
do feel what you're saying, though, DeJuan, because it's like, and again, just goes back to what you were saying, Treese, like, what is that fine line, though? Because what I'm not going to do, though, is just have somebody around me, for instance, because I've been in that situation where I had somebody in my circle on my team, that just didn't want it for himself. You know what I'm saying? And so when is that fine line where it's like, okay, dang, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I done tried to hold you down. I done tried to give you opportunities. I done tried to give you ideas, and it's not like, then when do you cut a person off? You know what I mean?
And that's a great question. And that's the question we're going to come back with, Leah. We want to know, what's your cutoff? Because Leah always talking about that.
Right.
I got a hell of a cutoff game. We want to know, what's your cutoff? Y'all get ready to call in 419-540-3566. It is the all-new Rise and Grind morning show presented to you by the 419 exclusive. Don't go nowhere.
That's 100 points. My old bitches hate they knew me cause they can't get conversation now. Your pretty face just ain't enough, boo, you still basic now. What you bringing to the table? Cause your pussy ain't enough, little baby. You need more than that to hit this blunt, little baby. Tell me what you gon' do for me. Besides suck me in. Get my nut off once I'm done, and bitch you done too. Matter of fact, go do little bro and make him come too. Make him come too. Can you tuck these guns, boo? Can you stuff these drugs, boo? Can you post you mobile, take my zips and make my runs too? She gon' lead you on and let me in once you get comfortable. Told big bro don't let that pillow talk and take control of you. She in your head and next time, big bro, she might take your soul for you. And I hope I'm wrong, but damn, it's gon' hurt me to tell you I told you so. I must be growing up, cause the same shit would've got me not long ago. The standards changed, cause now I look at bitches on some bougie shit. Disgusted with myself from all the little bitches I used to hit. She gon' hit 1K, but babe, you still can't get this bougie dick. Ain't made it far, but damn, I came a long ways with this music shit. She say that I changed on her. I act bougie now. I'm just doing bitches how they used to do me now. Shorty used to spin me till she see me spinning. I'm not your average like no more. Now she take my heart's different. Remember what you told me then? Yeah, way back when. I don't forget, little baby, I'm still the same dick, little baby, still in the same shit. Remember, old boy wasn't shit. Remember, I couldn't get a response. Nah, I don't respond. We can't link cause I'm too busy. Do you how you did me? She say that I changed on her. I bougie now. I'm just doing bitches how they used to do me now. She say that I changed on her. I don't act bougie now. I'm just doing bitches how they used to do me now.
with the cutoff.
Yes, welcome back to the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show. That was the video from our very own Dewan here in the studio. Bougie, like he kind of messed my head up with that because look, I'm watching us on my little thing, and then I look up and see him on there, bouncing all around. I'm like, hold on, is that you? I love it, Dewan. I love it. That's what's up. Before we went to the break, we was talking about the cutoff. I mean, earlier we were talking about, spoiling and being spoiled. If you are spoiled, or are you a spoiler, and how that affects relationships. And so, just to kind of turn it in, to piggyback off that now, if you are a spoiler, if you're someone who's a spoiler, the question is now, what is that fine line? When do you cut people off? Like, when do you stop spoiling? Like, when is it, when do you start seeing, when does it become, if it's like,
Good morning. It's all new Rise and Grind Morning Show. This is the secretary of, no. This is your boy Big Trees in studios with Leah Renee. Who's on our phone?
Tornado.
Hey. How you doing, Tornado?
Hey, girl.
Hey.
So, can you turn your phone down just a little bit?
Yeah. Secretary of, huh? So, you're talking about like a cutoff point.
Yeah.
I have an opinion on this.
Yes.
So,
One thing about you, hold on, let's let our viewers know and our listeners know, you are one of the most biggest supporters, grinders with us on the 419. We thank you. We know you ain't got no damn job because you post too much to the comments, and we going to continue to need your help. And did you vote?
I work all night long, and I petition during the day.
But did you vote on ToledoCityPaper.com that we was the best local podcast? Did you vote?
I did vote.
Thank you very much. Okay,
Thank you.
So thank you, T. So what's your point, or what's your thoughts on being a spoiler or spoiling someone?
And what's your cutoff?
Well, see, the thing is like, I had thought forever I would never, ever get married in my life. And then at 28 years old, I ended up marrying and divorcing the same man, not once, but twice. And
you went back to that thing?
What was that?
You went back to that?
I mean, I never really left. Like, we divorced, but, like, we were still together throughout, like, the whole period of time. But when it got to a point of, like, our second divorce, where enough is absolutely completely enough, like, you have to know, like, your own peace of mind and your sanity, period, like, first and foremost, like, is most important than anything in the world, like, anything ever in the world. So, like, if your peace of mind or your sanity is jeopardized in any way, shape, or form, like, you already have to, like, reconsider, like, what it is that you're doing.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, I used to spoil the shit out of my ex-husband. Like, there wasn't a single thing. I'm a Sagittarius, yo. Like, I love so hard when I love, but when you let go, you just completely let go.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I guess when I got to a point of, like, accepting that I am a whole child of God and I have, like, a whole lot of power and authority that stands not just within me, but behind me.
Amen.
But that, like, it doesn't matter where life takes me. I know, like with God, like, every step that I take is going to be all right. So,
that's right.
Like, it had to get to a point of a cutoff just for my own sanity, though.
Yep.
Which is huge, T, and I'm gonna let you get away with that one. You keep wanting to put God in it and Jesus, but
that's real though,
for sure. And I know, because we have to, and for our own mental health and our mental wealth, like you said, T, you gotta make that hard decision. Now, when you make that hard decision, no one tells us what happens in that decision, right? So you made the decision not to go back. What are your struggles in making that decision? Or has there not been any struggle after you made the decision of cutting them off?
Absolutely. Like, one of my biggest fears coming up to the whole cutoff was, like, the whole financial responsibility on my own. So for the longest time, like, I had contemplated whether or not it was, that what I actually wanted was, like, my peace in my life, like my own peace of mind.
Yep.
Oh, like what I knew my family needed for that type of provision. But when it came to a point of like knowing that this relationship was unhealthy for my kids to be around, to witness, to like experience in their life. I'm a white woman in America raising black men in America for the last 19 and a half years.
Yeah.
And that's not even just raising them. That's an attempt of raising them, because America, where this is an America where we're supposed to be free.
Yep.
We all know this is an America where we're all far from free.
Yes.
We're all still slaves every single day this day and age. Like we're all, each and every one of us. Like I don't know about you, but every night I'm a slave to stop and go. Every night, 11 o'clock, I gotta go clock in and be a slave to stop and go, you know? And like that's the reality of our life every day now. Like we're trained and conditioned to believe that this is what our world is supposed to be, to like provide or survive in this world, you know?
Yeah, so true.
It's
So
really
true.
sad.
And I definitely agree with what you were saying. I mean, it does just come down to that place of even one of our, viewers that's chiming in on the live, Shantae Jane, she said she agrees with you. It's about peace of mind, and you learn this with maturity. And it's so true, because I'm just like you. You know, I've never been married, but I had been in a relationship where, you know, I was kind of providing the financial aspect of it, and then it got to be too much, and I walked away. And I had to make that decision for my family. But, you know, even like you said, Treese, it's like how, you know, a lot of times we make these decisions, you know, and we feel like, you know, like I'm going to make this decision and cut this off, maybe not even realizing what that person is bringing to the table. Because, you know, in my personal situation, I felt like, oh, he's not providing financially. However, I didn't realize it until he was gone, what he was providing, you know. And then once he was gone, the struggle that came into my life was, now I have to not only go out and get the bread and bring it home, but now I have to figure out now I have to also come home and take care of the house, make sure I have to figure out where the kids are going to go. I have to, you know, so it's all these different things. He was a great, he was providing a great resource to our family that I was obviously not seeing it in the moment, because I was worried about the financial aspect, you know. So it is a situation where it's like you have to, like she said, it just comes down to your peace of mind, you know, and what you can and can't accept anymore.
And I thank both of y'all, T.
Like this, the way that you carry is not what you're meant to like bear ever in life. Like when you get to a point of like mine was a bit different, because me and my ex-husband were in a motorcycle accident, and after we were just together, and it was literally where we were both injured badly, but I felt like as a caregiver and a provider, like I've always been in the medical field, and it was literally like by nature just to like care for and tend to him and his medical needs, and it was over every bit of like me and my well-being and everything in life. And when I got to where I was taking care of another grown man on top of trying to raise kids, like this isn't what I want my kids to be in life. And when it comes also, like, I don't know if you yourself personally can relate, but I know many can, as being sexually abused from a very young age as a child, and having a choice in life for anything. Because if you speak, you get beat, you know, and it just gets worse. So eventually you just learn to like bend over and take it gracefully and be like, okay, have a nice day, you know. But now when you get older in life and you're like, wait a minute, I don't just gotta keep bending over.
Period.
And
Yeah.
Like shit, if I want to bend over and take it, I'm gonna bend over and take it because I motherfucking want to, not because you're motherfucking making me.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So a lot of that changes a lot of things in life too. And when you get to a point where it just is like
they blowing your phone up this morning. But no, T, thank you for sharing, again, your personal story and what you're going through, but also just supporting the show. I want to ask you before we get off the call, Tanetta, what do you enjoy about the All New Rise and Grind show? Because you really support us, you really weigh in on the conversations, even if you don't agree with everything. Why do you enjoy the All New Rise and Grind morning show?
You know, I am like more of a loner in life. So the conversation that I get outside of like with my kids is while I'm at work, and that's to like try to get away as well, you know. And I work with the public, and I have like really enjoyable conversations like all throughout like my entire nights, and I work every single night. And I also, like I said, I petition during the day, so I also have some amazing conversations now like during the day with different random people. But I enjoy a good conversation with anything in life, like even with a relationship now in life. Like one of the best things about being single for like the whole last like 3.5 years was getting to know myself and what it is that you want in life. Like
Absolutely.
where do I go and where do I want to build with somebody and what do I want to build with somebody? Because not just anybody that could like fit that position at all, period. Like you could never just fill in on that position.
And
like it's take a whole lot to fill those shoes at this point because I know my worth.
Yes.
Like, and I'm gonna hope and pray that you know yours too, you know.
That's right.
Miss Myers, you didn't answer the dang question.
I'm answering the question.
Okay.
I enjoy
Thank you.
She did.
She did. I know. I had to put a twist on it.
The different ranges of like the variety of topics. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
I enjoy every bit of it. Now, I'm a hard person to like catch an interest or keep up with something. Sometimes, you know, I fall asleep on you guys because, like I said, I do work all night long. So, like, sometimes you guys put me to sleep. I'm not even going to lie, but I'm not mad about it.
Well, and that's why you can expect the unexpected because that's where we thank you for keeping it real.
Right.
Thank you so much for
thank
being such a supporter. To the all new Rise and Grind, the 419 Grind podcast. Do you also listen to us on iHeart?
No, I'm just on Facebook in the mornings. Like, literally, I don't watch TV ever at all in life, and this is, like, my social media.
Oh, thank you, T!
Yay.
And I won't cut you off no more, but my cutoff game is good, so we holler at you later. Peace!
Y'all really hung up on her. Thank you, T. We appreciate you
banging.
calling
We
in.
was.
Hey,
It's cool.
Treese,
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing from Leah and our caller is that I need to go for Cougars then.
What you hearing?
Because
Why you say
they
that?
spoil us.
No, you heard it wrong because see.
No, he heard it right.
But
They do.
No, but it depends on which cougar you go for, though, because it depends on where a woman is in life. Because I'm a spoiler, but I'm not just going for no little young dude that I know is coming just to be spoiled. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, act
No,
like you
not
ain't
that-
coming to be spoiled, bro.
I definitely, see, I told you if you do that, then you'll get in there.
Exactly. You gotta.
But that's the thing. Again, are you one of those dishonest people that's really gonna go and lie your way into what you want?
How do you know that? Wait. Pause. You might lie in the beginning, but you build feelings up in the long run.
So you are one of those people that
But I
will go
didn't
and
say
lie
that all
to get
the way.
yourself in the way.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so you're one of those dishonest people. Okay, great.
Listen.
Yeah.
You've
So
heard it
young
here.
ladies, make sure you watch out for Dewan because he's one of those dishonest young men that's gonna try to
Damn,
lie his way
you
in
killing
your
me, Mark.
past.
Let's mute Leah.
Really?
Hey,
Damn, that's where we go.
I gotta make sure my young
She gonna
ladies
block
don't
me
make
like
bad
that?
decisions. Don't make bad decisions, young
Oh,
ladies.
we gonna have it's getting
because
real hot in here.
That's what these young boys want. That's
Okay, so wait a minute. That's a great conversation, and we're gonna have to weigh back in on that. But I do want to ask Murky Merk and Dewan what Leah said and what Tanetta said as far as cutting people off and being in a relationship. Did y'all agree, or what are y'all thoughts to their conversation? And we're talking about relationships. And do y'all even look at if I cut somebody off, what was the benefit or it didn't benefit me?
I cut people off that's not doing nothing for me.
But what does that look like? What does that look like? How do you cut somebody off that ain't doing nothing for you? Because there's a lot of people that ain't gonna do nothing for you. You gonna cut them off?
No, it's like if you in my circle and you not doing nothing, it's so much I can do to help you and put you on that track. But when you don't take initiative and try to go out and pursue what I'm trying to help you with, you gotta go. Like I'm gonna ease up. Like it ain't. Oh yeah, let's go. No, I'm gonna ease up on who I hang with and cut you off slowly. I'm not gonna be mean about it because I'm not a mean person. But I'm gonna just let you know, I keep trying to put you in a better situation to better yourself so you don't gotta struggle and you not take it.
Right.
You agree with that, Nick?
right there.
I agree, but not the same way.
Okay.
Like, I'm real nonchalant about stuff, so if I'm gonna cut you off, like, I'm gonna cut you off all the way.
So you just gonna be mean about it.
Yeah, like, don't, because I already know, like, I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I feel like I'm the catch.
Okay.
So, what I have to
Spoiler!
what I have to offer, like, is more than what you have to offer. So, if you want to play with me, I'm just gonna cut you off.
Tomorrow generation is spicy, boy. Y'all can get Leah. Ooh, this thing is what have we created?
The difference, I think, between young ladies and young men, and that's why we say that like women mature at a much greater rate than
I will definitely
men,
agree.
because Murky, she's gonna. With her being this young, already having that frame of thinking, you know, she's gonna get very far in life. You know what I mean? When you have that frame of thinking, and you know that at this age, because I didn't even realize that I didn't have that frame of thinking at that age, and that took me down. I was more like him. You know what I mean? And it took me down a road of destruction. And then you get to a place where you're gonna look around, and you ain't gonna have no damn body. You know what I'm saying? And
So what you trying to say?
Humble yourself.
You have to humble yourself, sweetheart. Yeah, you do.
I don't mind being lonely though.
And you shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't. But you definitely are going to need people in your life, you know, not necessarily relationship-wise or friendship-wise, but just period. If you want to succeed in life, you're going to need other people, and you're going to need to know how to handle and work with other people, or else you're going to, you know, you won't make it far.
It's not, but like, well, let me re-say what I'm saying.
Okay.
My friends, like, yeah, me and my friends, it's like what Merk said, but it's just like that for girls, for relationships. That's
okay, I get it. I get it. I can dig that.
One of the things that I want all of us to keep in mind is the real power. Your real power is in your team. Can't nobody do shit alone. Now, people always want like-minded people around them.
Mm-hmm.
But challenge yourself to have people that don't think like you around you. And what helped me understand that is I grew up on Belmont. So I'm in the hood all the time. So when I went to Southview, them folks one thing, and then I went to Springfield. So now I had to mentally adjust what I've learned my whole life growing up and going to Pickett School on Belmont to now I'm out in Savannah, and ain't no Belmont out Savannah. So I had to learn to adapt with people who don't agree with me, and we still get something done. So always remember, when you cut off or you don't, when you give, what is your why, so that it will help you identify how long you gonna be in that time, that mind frame, like your why. Like if I'm gonna quit, like you said, Murky Merk, if I keep doing this and I'm not getting the results, then I'm gonna quit.
No, it's not even about quitting. I'm just not gonna try as hard to put that.
Hey, okay, those same efforts, and I'm not seeing the results that I need to see.
I'm gonna go to the next person and see. Okay, let's see if they want to grind.
And like she said, it's like she was like, I'm not even. When she said that, she said, I'm not being mean. I'm not just going to cut a person off and be like, F you, you know, but I have to love you from a distance because
Absolutely.
we're on two different pages. You're not where I'm at. You know what I mean? And I feel her, what you were saying earlier about like being spoiled and not being spoiled and how that affects relationships. Me being spoiled and having had older sisters and everybody was older than me and me being the baby, it affected me and my best friend a lot because she's not the baby, and she didn't have that same
upbringing
and experience where, you know, everybody kind of caters to her the way everybody kind of catered to me. And so it caused issues between our friendship, you know, and as we got older, talking about those things and really pointing out what, you know, like, well, this is, you know, you're spoiled basically, that, you know, you're used to everybody doing everything for you and not really, you know, kind of just catering to you. And, you know, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to just having to get everything done. And so you have to be mindful of kind of like how your ways affect other people and not just be like, oh, well, deal with it or move on. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the way to be. I used to be like that, and that will take you down a road of destruction. You know what I mean? So you just have to be mindful of what you put out there in the universe, because you will get it back. You know what I mean?
And that's why I really appreciate us having like real conversation, because this is the real world. What you're walking in and talking about is the real world on how you grow and how you mature mentally. So you might grow, but you don't grow mentally, and so you get stagnant. One thing that the pandemic and COVID-19 taught me, I'm not about to be single during another goddamn shutdown. Period. Shit, not me. We not about to, man, I'm telling you, I don't care for all y'all that's single.
Yeah, that was
and I'm ready to whoop social distance ass and COVID at the same damn time.
That was
because you said, DeJuan, you don't mind being single. Boy, when they told you that you asymptomatic and now the girls that you deal with can't even come around because they don't know if you got it. All right, keep talking about I don't mind being single. You're going to get an understanding, brother.
Man, you better find you a sneaky link.
A what?
You better find you a sneaky link.
What's that?
You don't know what
COVID
sneaky
on
link?
wheels. COVID on wheels.
What that mean? Hold up now.
We're too old apparently.
Listen,
wait. So
Put us up on game.
what's your definition of a stinky link, DeJuan?
A sneaky link, that's like... Okay.
Listen up, parents and older folks.
Right.
That's like a girl that you feel me, you link with sneaky, but you just don't nobody know.
During the COVID?
I'm linking during COVID, wintertime.
Why is it called
whatever you want.
COVID on wheels? Because you don't know what they got. Okay,
But you still trying to get that.
But listen though, if that's your sneaky link, like sometimes you got a sneaky link that you link with a lot.
Yeah.
So you know that person, like I know she ain't got nothing.
But where that link been at?
Because you might know her, but you ain't know who
keep
she
talking.
been
I'm
with.
listening and learning now.
Listen, man.
I don't got to do sneaky link, in the relationship over here.
Oh, y'all just do it.
Oh, I know.
No. No, it ain't none of that either. It's just I'm in a relationship. No sneaky links needed.
I love that.
I sneaky link sometimes. Just sometimes.
You know what? And this is another show, but I'm glad y'all kind of weighed in on that because I was wondering with high schoolers and those that just graduated from college, do y'all even care about what the person might have and y'all still go after? Because I see a lot of in social media, but they be like, well, and that's something that we was a part of too. They thought that the person had something like an STD or something, and they like, shit, I'm still gonna hit.
If I hear like, oh, she got that,
So y'all don't go after that?
No.
Cause I heard it was some real thirst out there, and y'all like, well, it don't matter long. I'm still gonna strap
I
up.
don't think we thirsty in here. We fully hydrated in here.
Not thirsty. Like,
Hydrated.
I feel like that's for the people that don't get their way a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, what you mean?
You know the people that don't got looks to
Like
get
they don't
what
got
they
no pull.
Yeah, they don't got no pull.
So you gotta take the STD? Is that what y'all said?
They gotta take whatever they can get, basically. Damn.
Y'all talking about the ugly folks?
Damn.
Ugly folks, man.
Wait, let me clarify that.
Okay.
People not ugly. It's just some people just funny looking.
Or
some people are less endowed.
They don't even gotta be that. Some people just don't know how to talk. Like,
That's true. Because you don't have to necessarily. There's some people who aren't necessarily the most great looking people, but they're swag and they know how to talk and are smooth and whatever, So,
as long as you know how to talk, you'll be cool during COVID.
All right, well, I'm one of the world's greatest talkers, and COVID and social distance can kiss my ass straight.
Yeah, well, I was single and pregnant during COVID, and that was a bunch of bullshit, let me tell you. But you know what?
Hormones was jumping.
Man, it was crazy. But what I will say is that, like, thank God for my mom and my kids. Like, I they were my rocks. They held me down. My kids used to rub my feet and rub my back, and they kept me together.
That's what's up. And again, this is the all new Rise and Grind. Want to thank all of our folks that's weighing in, that's showing love this morning. We've been popping this morning. I know we tend to get a little long, and that's why in our conversation, but this is real conversation. You ain't gonna get this shit nowhere else. We are the #1 urban podcast in the country. We talk about you, your mama, and any other trending topic that's going on. You're gonna get it right here, and you're gonna get it with some fresh new energies with our younger generations. We have first year graduates. We have first year adult age. Murky, when you going to be 18?
When? I am 18.
Hey, she even got that look. I had to hit her with that, y'all. Like the fuck? I'll pop you in your mouth. You better not say that.
You like that, like you ain't grown or something.
He ain't coming at you like that. He tried to, oh God, oh my life. He tried to do
I'm about to be 19.
Why you playing, huh?
Yeah.
I still pull his belt out and with both of y'all, but don't play with me. Duane? Look, he like try to see if I got a belt.
You ain't got a belt on.
No, you get the chest bump. So again, we want to thank y'all. We'll be right back. We got some more local music right here out of the 419. If you have a music video or you have a song you would like to hear played right here on the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show, send it to info@the419grind.com and you can hear it right here with us. We support each other. This is the most engaging podcast in the country right here, the all new Rise and Grind Morning.
I was locked down in the breaks, in the grass with the snakes. Never talk with the jakes.
No man don't feel homie. Hit him hard with the shake. Never snitched over late. Never switched over cake. 3 stripes with the Drake. Ride around with the apes. Ring, ring, ring. It won't stop ringing. Money calling back, I gotta go get it. Ring, ring, ring. It won't stop ringing. Money calling back, I gotta go get it. Ring, ring, ring. It won't stop ringing. Money calling back, I gotta go get it. Ring, ring, ring. It won't stop ringing. Back, I gotta go get it.
Be foolish if you doing it, really do it. We ain't calling for no prices, they put tight and drop it off. Went to pay the plug and left them extra, show 'em I'm a boss. Heavy on the sauce, heavy on the cheese, heavy ice chunks in the watch on the sleeve.
Niggas know how I'm trapping, niggas know how I'm coming. Keep 30 in my clip, you see me start running. Get Ricky in your back, hollows tear through stomach. Me and my bro sharks, we see you, we start hunting. No faking in my click, we keep it 100. We taking them trips and we throwing them hundreds. I step in the trap, they all shop cause I run it. You take some from me, you get smoke marijuana.
That's right. It's the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast. That's music right from Toledo's own. That boy Diamond and Magic Juan Flint, and Tez. Hey, y'all boys got heat. Again, send in your music at info@the419.com. And we want to play your music right here. We are the #1 urban podcast in the country. I got a challenge for anybody, and I'm putting the money on it right now. This is the National Voter Registration Day. I am challenging, and I'm doing it on my live, and I'm doing it on the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. Won't nobody beat me. This is the challenge. Drum rolls, please. I'm challenging anybody in the world right now to register more first-time voters than me. If you can out-register more first-time voters this week, I will make a monetary donation to any one of your charity organizations, or you have to make a monetary donation to mine. Won't nobody out register a first-time voter than me. So I got in the studio right now, I got Dewan, I got Murky Murk. I need all y'all friends to inbox me. Big Trees, Mr. Hear Me, City Park League. We will register more than anybody in the country this week. This is National Voter Registration Day. Any first-time voters that is just turning 17, about to be 18 before November 3rd, get with me. I got something for you. Nobody is about to outwork me. Murky Murk, how many folks on your basketball team, on your volleyball team, tell them to get with Big Trees, because we going to get them registered to vote. I'm taking all your friends. How many of your friends can get registered to vote to be the first time registered, and they can do it online? How many you got?
6 or 7.
Dewan, how many you got in your pocket of friends that are not registered voters and they can do it online? I got something for them, because ain't nobody in the world gonna out register voters, the first time voters, than me.
I got 10 people on this live that probably ain't registered.
Big shout out to all those that are registered, and make sure you check your status. Murky Murk, are you registered to vote?
Yes, sir.
Dewan, are you registered to vote?
Of course.
Oh, man. Leah, are you registered? Do you know your status? Are you currently registered to vote?
Absolutely.
So, again, the challenge is I'm putting out a nationwide challenge right here on the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. There will not be anyone that outwork Big Trees. I will register the most first-time voters in the country. And if you think you can beat me, hear me. So when we just got off the live, again, if you're listening on the live, make sure you share this. That is my challenge to the world, that there will be no one that can out-register the first-time voters than your boy Big Trees. And that's big shoulders, so that means my bag must be real heavy, Leah. I'm getting to that pay for real. Everybody don't get that PUA, but they don't get the money. I get to make a donation if I lose to a nonprofit or a charity.
That's big.
That's dope. Of their choice. And it ain't no amount. Y'all tell me how much I gotta give, I'll give it. That type of bankroll. Ooh.
Dang, I ain't know you was hitting like
boy,
that, Trees,
boy.
so I really do need to hold something there.
Hey, so y'all do? Because I end up getting my.
Can you buy me a car?
Can I get you a car? Yeah. That's the easy thing. See, I got these things called food stamps. Like, no, but that's the challenge. Again, we want to get people involved in voting. Murky Murk, why do you, and you're still in high school, but you're 18, and this is your senior year, why is it important that those that's on your live in your circle, why should they get involved in voting? And today being the National Voter Registration Day.
We need to get involved, because our voice matter right now. We the next up, so
yes.
If we not involved, who gonna take over?
So what you mean? What do you mean your voice? How do you know your voice matter?
Cause our voice do matter. Like once. Okay, not saying nothing gonna happen to y'all, but like once
damn, she done killed us off already. Damn.
Say y'all pass, it's our turn to step up and vote so we can get people out of the office that don't need to be in the office. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I always hear that, Dewan and Murky Murk, get people out. But who is in line to take their place? So you gonna get them in the office? Who y'all done put in place?
Man, we got to see. We don't know.
We gotta weigh our options, see our candidates.
We gotta see what they working with, who giving us the best, like.
So what? Okay, I like that. But who are y'all gonna recommend? Who do y'all know, like in school, that's in student government? Y'all might not even rock with them. How do y'all know if they're gonna be in your favor when they get in power? Who are y'all gonna put in position?
Oh, just like anybody.
Anybody.
Myself.
To do what? What are going to be some of your agendas? And I want you to think about that, because we got a caller weighing in right now. Hey, caller, you're calling on the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your boy Big Trees. Who is it?
It's Coach Craig.
What up, Coach?
What's up, Trees?
Hey, somebody said the new head coach of Scott Bulldogs is on the line. The boys' head coach. What's up, Coach Craig?
Not much. I heard y'all was talking about voting.
Yeah, we talking about voting.
Yeah, man, vote. It's important, man. I was just wondering, like, because I remember when I was in high school and I turned 18, it was a big push to get people registered to vote when they was 18. Do they still do that?
Yes.
No, not like we seen it when we was growing up, and that's why I'm calling. That's why I'm putting the challenge, because I'm gonna need your help, man. We are going to register, and we have. Boy, what is you eating? You all smacking in the thing, Coach Craig?
Man, whatever you
Close your mouth, bro.
That's one of my pet peeves. I gotta smack when I eat, so I know it's good.
This man, a whole head coach of a high school, he on the phone smacking. But no, I think we really need to make a conscious effort. If we don't know, we find out who is, and if there is nobody, Coach Craig, we got to do it, man. You got a whole school, and you have a voice outside. Actually, you connected to a lot of schools that I'm going to need your help to be the number one, because I just put out a challenge that ain't nobody going to register more voters than me, so I might need your help, because you're right. It's big. Like you heard one of your own, Murky in the studio, she said, like, they up next, but they don't know who is going to be up next.
Yeah, man, I definitely help out with whatever.
Man, you just waking up, guys. Rise and grind, bro.
That's my cool voice.
Okay.
I love it.
That ain't your coach
cool
voice?
That's my radio voice.
I love it.
So,
but no, yeah, definitely, I'll definitely help out, man. I saw that y'all talking about voting, and it's very important, especially with the local officials. They matter. They matter tremendously with things dealing with kids in the community, different like community centers and getting stuff passed. We need those people, and we need the right people in those positions that matter and actually care.
Yes.
So
Let me ask you something, Coach.
Very important. Yes.
Since you are the head coach now of Scott High School, which is a very popular school in the inner city community, what would you? Because I would assume someone like you who is still a young fella out there, and you're probably very connected with your players and with the students there at the school. Have you spoken to a lot of your students? Have you asked them personally, are they registered to vote? And what are you personally doing, even just within Scott High School, to encourage those inner city students to get out there and vote, and why it's important?
I really haven't personally.
Uh-huh.
I just like hearing you guys talk about it this morning. It kind of like inspired me to do such a thing.
I love that.
But it's just been so hard for us dealing with, the
COVID,
the pandemic and whatnot.
Absolutely.
The kids not actually being in school.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've seen my kids, but recently we haven't, because we haven't been able to be in the gym.
Right.
But when we do get back in the gym, I'm definitely gonna talk to them about it.
Yeah.
No, Coach. No, man. I'm not. I ain't letting you get away with that, Coach. Cause
I need to start making phone calls.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you very much. And we use just what you said, to Leah's point. Let's use social media right now.
Yes.
We got to use the tools that's available to us. Don't make excuses, man, because we might not get in the gym by the time. So when we get off this call, me and Coach Craig, you and I will lead that. And I'm sure we'll get the city and the others. What made you weigh in on the conversation this morning?
Well, actually, I was talking to Merk, I want to say last Friday, and she was telling me like she like radio and into like producing music and stuff like that. And I seen her on there, and I was like, man, I'm gonna call in.
Wow,
I love
support her.
Wow, then they need to hear that.
So
thank you.
It's definitely a good thing. I was glad to see her in front of that microphone.
So what I'm going to ask you to do, Coach, is you're going to make them calls today. Tell all of the players.
And guess what? I got one kid that I know gonna register to vote today, and that's my son.
Hey, where is he at right now? Please let him know where he at.
Under my belt right now.
Let him know where Lil Rashawn at right now.
He at the University of Findlay.
Hey,
down there on scholarship playing football. Yup, he a freshman. So he doing his thing. He just sent me his grades, and he was all A.
Well, man, they virtually learning. No, I ain't giving Lil Craig that.
Give him his credit. Give him his credit.
They're in the classroom at University of Findlay.
Okay, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Big shout out to.
And that says a lot about you as a father, and of course we won't take away from his mother, but that definitely says a lot about you as a father. So shout out to you, because you dads don't get enough credit.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
What's his roommate name? Got to give a shout out to his roommate from Central.
Randy Williams.
Big shout out to Randy. So, Coach, what I'm going to ask that you do is that you reshare this live with all your players. Have your players reshare the live because their very own is on this live, and we're going to encourage votes. And you and I will link up. Thank you for listening to Murky Murk, as she has now inspired you to do something that's going to help change the game. Murky Murk, that just lets you know that people are listening, they're paying attention. What you want to say to Coach for that?
You already influencing, girl.
What you want to say to Coach for that?
Thank you. At first, he was giving me a hard time because they wouldn't believe in me at first. But now, I'm going to say thank you. Hopefully, I'll probably see you later.
All right, we'll do. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll get together, Coach Craig. Have a blessed season. Continue to work with your family and your family is your students.
Yes.
And your family, man. Much love and respect.
All right, thank you. Take care.
All right. Hey, that's when you know you start getting old, too. He like, see you later. Take care. That's when you know you officially getting a little bit older. Just want to wrap it up. Again, 419 off the top.
Yes.
And we'll talk more about it. We got a great show tomorrow. The NFL and the NBA tonight will be on, but the NFL, Leah, has fined 3 head coaches nearly $1 million for not wearing a mask over this past weekend. They have fined the coaches.
You know what? I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, and I know we're supposed to be closing the show, but the NFL just really effing irritates me because y'all made all that ruckus about a mask, but you know they couldn't make any type of ruckus about police brutality until now. And they just fined $1 million. I see they painting stuff on the sidelines now. Oh, now y'all got something to say about racism? Like, it's just so fake to me. Like, it's so phony and so fake. And after everything that how do you say his name? Colin Kaepernick had to go through, like, now y'all want to put in racism on the field and then turn around, and which, granted, I mean, they should definitely be taking this whole coronavirus thing seriously, but I just think it's crazy that they're going that hard for that, but they couldn't go hard for equality and police brutality. But whatever.
Y'all heard it right from Leah Renee. This is the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. Another great show. Stay tuned tomorrow. We got Work It Out Wednesday with DJ Breezy.
Yes,
make sure that you follow our other shows, our other lineup. Let people know what we got going on, Leah.
Yes, of course. We have another episode of Real Table Talk with Leah Renee that will be coming out tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We have the Executive Suite with Dr. Vic. We have 419 Grind with Jesse. We have Self-Explanatory with Lance and Arlinda. We have Underrated Sports. We have Capital T with Tasha and Tanya. And, of course, we have No Facts Given with Jesse and DJ Breezy. So make sure you guys stay tuned for our entire lineup. We got heat. And, you know, you can always find something great to listen to and watch on the 419 Grind podcast studios. So make sure you guys stay tuned and continue to show that love. We love you all. And, oh, no, go ahead.
No. So to that point, because I want to close it out. Leah always give us that loving kiss, but I want to also close this show out with a young voice. Just say your appreciations and goodbye to those that's listening, because you never want to take for granted who took the time to rock with you. Right. And we had a lot of people rock with it. So Murky Murk.
I want to thank everybody. Special shout out to my gang. You know how we rocking. I love all y'all. And that's it for real.
Yeah, special shout out to everybody that tuned in today. I love y'all.
Man, that's big. And until tomorrow.
With me, fuck 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 with me. I got a side bitch, I only fuck her sideways. We ain't even make it in the house, we in the driveway. I ain't tryna fuck, I'm tryna put you on the highway. And I need 5 bands every Friday.
You was tough when you had all them niggas in the background. I see you scared, pussy nigga wanna act now. Walked in the club, I ain't even get a pat down. Fuck the raw.